I don't really have any opinion on that. I mean, of course, I want to win championship. I think, but I think that just the trust that I have within the whole Nuggets organization and the with the players, with the staff, with all the guys who are working in the country, sport and entertainment. So I don't know. I really want to. If I wish, if I win it with Nuggets, or if we win it with Nuggets, that's gonna be, I think, gonna value more than if I go or someone else join us. That's gonna be, oh, that's even better. Maybe someone join us. So I don't know. I just my personal opinion is I would rather win it with Nuggets than don't win it with any other team. You know. So,
Man, all old school, kicking it old school today, guys.
You know how I would describe the vibes after watching a clip like that?
I have a feeling.
Good. The vibes are good. Oh, immaculate. The vibes are immaculate.
The vibes are immaculate.
Whoa, Jake Vanderbrink.
Wow, we are off the top rope. 4 IPAs deep. Let's do this, baby.
That was as soon as we got on.
Oh.
Yo, can I be honest with you guys? I had my thoughts on tonight's game a little mixed. Jake off the top rope. How could you not feel great about tonight?
Yeah, Jake just changed everybody's mood.
Changed the whole galaxy, the momentum, the molecules, everything.
Did you hear how I declared the vibes to be merely good until Jake came along, and now they're immaculate.
They're absolutely immaculate. Welcome everybody into the DNVR Nuggets pregame show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, which you can see right up there in the top right above Dev's head. That promo code DNVR, how could you forget it? You use that to download the app when you sign up, and then later in the show, in about 20 minutes, Dev, he's going to atone for his sins last night of going 2-3, and he's going to give us some real winners tonight. I can't wait. Today's show, you guys see, we are doing this here remotely. It's for 2 reasons. One, Snowpocalypse 2021 is
no.
We were promised 7 feet of snow, continuous snowfall. We've got about 1.5 inches so far.
Yeah. The timing seems to be off on the prediction, although it seems like it's going to hold on for a little while. So we might get some of what we were promised, but it doesn't feel good.
Dunk on the weatherman too much just yet. Yeah, so we're here. Also, the CU Buffs are in. Mod is with you, dadding. I'm telling you, I was telling these guys before. I'm like, I have to be away from my kids who are in my office area right now. So
because you don't love them.
I'm literally in bed right now doing a show.
I know. I was telling Kale as we were warming up. I was like, normally if you do an internet show from bed, it's for OnlyFans.
That's true.
And that's who we have here. OnlyFans of the Denver Nuggets are here.
That's right. So anyway, long story short, I'm joined by Superstar Dev.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? First off, yes, every day you have to get dressed. Every day. It's polite. Second off, to the top because there's taco meat. So you just don't want to do all that stuff.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm also joined down below, D-Line Co. You see him.
That's right, guys. Couldn't be happier. Top part, all business, as you can see. T-shirt, hat, down below, sweatpants. Let's go.
Wow, Eric, what is that behind you? You have an incredible figurine. Is that a new piece? Is that a new show piece?
In a manner of speaking, this is the Nikola Jokic custom piece I brought from Kenzo's Customs here in Colorado. Wow. He told me that he took a Yao Ming body and 3D printed a Jokic head on top of it, and now it's the best thing that I've ever owned in my entire life.
It is great. I thought you were going to pick it up and bring it closer to the camera.
Well, I just told you I'm wearing sweatpants, so you put me in a bad spot. I'm glued to my seat.
My dog, by the way, who's seated right beside me, is very confused at why I'm talking to nobody. Just what's going on right now? Yep. All right, so the Nuggets are now second night of a back-to-back. They've got some momentum going. They've got some feel-good moments going on. But a second night of a back-to-back is always tough. Dallas Mavericks, a very good team, so that one's going to be tough. And then coming into tonight, just moments ago, we learned an updated report on who is in and who is out. Monte Morris, out. He's out. I was kind of surprised by that one. He's the one I thought was for sure going to be in. But Nikola Jokic in, slightly more important piece, if we're being completely honest. JaMychal Green in, Zeke Naji in, whatever their stomach issues are, have passed. Deb, what do you make of that report, and who do you hope to see start in Monte's place?
Well, it's not just Monte Morris being out. Monte Morris is now a starter. So now you essentially have a starter out, and something that the Nuggets have liked and had going with Gary Harris out. Monte has stepped in and he's been, really good in his as a starter. So now you have to have someone that matches exactly what he does. Of course, I would go with Facu in this type of situation just because he's going to take care of the ball. He's still going to allow Jamal to play off of the ball, and you still have a point guard who's a facilitator. With that second unit, you still need scoring. So putting PJ Dozier with the second unit as that scoring option is what they're going to go with.
Eric, do you have a preference there?
I
it should come out any second, by the way. We're going to find out.
Yeah, I immediately, reflexively, when that came up, I thought PJ Dozier, but actually Facu makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. I think maybe Facu, just because he's more of the facilitator. Let's get Jamal rolling and going. Yeah, that's what I want. This, of course, won't happen, but that is my preference.
So it's funny because I see people saying that Bol is going to start, which is always fun. He started against Kevin Durant. Why not throw him out there for Luka as well, just see how that goes? Yes, he's been on the shelf for a while. So we'll find out what the answer is as soon as it comes live. But it should make for an interesting game. If nothing else, I've wanted to get a look at a lot of different lineup combinations, including Facu with Murray, MPJ, and Jokic, and including Dozier with MPJ and Jokic. Tonight, I have to imagine we're going to get a healthy dose of all of that, so I'm kind of excited about that. That makes it interesting. If you go to the other side, and we can pull up their schedule now, Cale, we can take a look at what's been going on with the Dallas Mavericks lately. The Mavs are pretty close to Denver, I think. They're a pretty good team. Denver's a better team, but with where Denver's at banged up right now, it's pretty comparable. They were on a nice little win streak. They lost this last game at Oklahoma City on the second night of a back-to-back. They got a little cute. They tried to rest Luka and still get a win. It didn't work out. But they did pick up wins against, Orlando, Oklahoma City, San Antonio. A little bit of a streak here. And then, of course, you look at their schedule now at Denver, and then look at this. Clippers 2 in a row, Portland 2 in a row. They have 5 tough games coming up. I feel like that makes this a must-win for the Mavericks, Dev.
Yeah, it has to be, just because when you look at your next games or slate of games, you're just trying to think of which games can you win. Also, you rested Luka just so that you could have him ready for the Nuggets. And I think that they thought that they would sneak in a win. They didn't get the win. So now it's like, okay, we have to make up for it somehow. They don't expect to beat the Clippers 2 times in a row, especially a team that's a contender. So you try to sneak in one of those games if you can. But yeah, this is definitely a must-win to try to, if you do make a slide, then you could come back against Portland and try to pick yourself back up.
Yeah. The other interesting storyline tonight, D-Line, is that you're going to play the game tonight with both Paul Millsap and JaMychal Green. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this means, maybe just Millsap goes back into the starting lineup. That's probably the most likely scenario. But it would be interesting just to kind of see how Malone rotates. If he does go to a second unit that features those 2 bigs, 2 power forwards, and no center, what do you think you're going to see tonight? What do you hope to see?
It's going to be really interesting. I imagine there's going to be a lot of shuffling in these lineups. I don't think it's going to be like the set first unit, the set second unit. I feel like the unit that closes will not be the unit that starts. This is definitely going to be a play the hot hand kind of night. So I mean, I'm very interested to see if we can, if we don't have to rely on Hartenstein. I mean, but I want to see if Paul Millsap and or JaMychal Green on the court at the same time equates to, sort of filling in for a backup center. So I don't know. We'll see.
And here it is, guys. The revelation. It is Paul Millsap, of course. This is the least surprising surprise of all time. Back to original. What's funny though is that starting lineup with Will Barton at the 2 and Paul Millsap at the 4 has actually had a great net rating so far this season. Had a great offense. So it's only been, I think, around 100 or 150 minutes, but that lineup has been really good. So I'm curious to see if it continues. And of course, Will Barton looked great last game. So keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling, baby.
Keep it rolling. All right. So the topic today, though, guys, before we get back to the game. The topic was, we showed this on the post-game show last night. Nikola Jokic being asked about winning it in Denver and where his priorities are, and we played it at the start of the show. His answer, it really was the most in-depth he's ever spoken about his connection to the organization, his connection to his team and coaches and front office and all of that. And it really felt meaningful to me to hear it from him, even though we've kind of assumed it. To actually hear it, I feel like this was a seminal moment. Am I overstating this, Eric?
No, it was like I immediately felt like the love that I've been putting out was given back to me. Like, I'm not used to this. We're used to like saying like, hey, Jeremy Grant, would it be cool if we gave you $20 million, which is a huge overpay, although it turns out not that much. And he's like, no, I'm actually going to take that same amount of money exactly to go elsewhere, to go to Detroit, Michigan. So the fact that Jokic loves me like I love him makes me feel good inside. So
he didn't actually mention you. I don't know if you caught the whole clip, but he didn't actually mention you.
Dev, a ruling on this? I feel like he was talking to me specifically.
I think that it's actually like incredible that Jokic has gone this long and not had to address any of that at all. So for him to just bring it up out of nowhere, it was just like his moment of showing everyone else, like, this is where I want to be. This is where I am. We're building something good over here, and we're going to like push through. A lot of times Damian Lillard gets a lot of credit for sticking with his organization and just being so out front about it. And that's when a lot of people ask him, and he gets the trade and the rumor talk. Jokic doesn't get that rumor talk. So for him to just out of the blue bring it up, it's great to hear from your franchise player and your star to still believe in you as an organization and to just have everyone else on board. So that was, you're not making it too big.
Yeah.
I'm not baked again. I keep getting anytime we do this view, somebody's like, Eric he's on the weed. I'm not, guys. I take this seriously. I'll do that later. Come on.
No, I mean, you're right. I like that you brought up Lillard, because we now have Lillard, we have Giannis, and we have Jokic, who have all sort of made that commitment. And I've wondered for a while, and first of all, it's easy talk. Like, we've seen Paul George say things like, oh, I want to be here for life, and then immediately demand a trade. Like, we've seen guys do this, but I do wonder if there's going to be a trend moving back of, hey, the super team thing actually doesn't win you as much clout as maybe winning it at home. It starts with LeBron. He got the 2 in Miami. He needed those. But the one in Cleveland, even he knows, meant a little bit more. You talk about Kevin Durant. He went to Golden State. He even talked about how they won the championship, and he was like, nobody's really calling me the best. What's going on? Everybody's still – it's not as fulfilling maybe. And I wonder if the part of the clip that we didn't get to play early on that I think is really good is he clarifies saying it's not that a championship here would be more meaningful than anywhere else, but staying here would be more meaningful than leaving and just winning a championship, meaning he feels like his challenge is in Denver. And again, things change, but to me, I hope this is where the league is headed. Back to guys realizing, like, they're going to talk shit. When I say they, I mean the world. They're going to talk shit about you no matter what you do. So you might as well like do the thing that means the most to you, which is play where you want. And if that's where you were drafted, then that's the spot.
It's so true. And this is not the first time a sentiment like this has come from Nikola Jokic when he mentioned that he wanted to be Denver's Tim Duncan.
Right.
It's like, oh, baby. Like, you could, I mean, just hearing that was like, what? Like, Denver? Us? And then for him to now repeat it with such stronger, like, more direct saying, like, I want to win it here, it would mean more to me. Like, and maybe I can bring somebody here. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I may die.
Yeah. I was listening to the Nuggets Serbia podcast earlier. And they had Steve Hess on, really good. I highly recommend you guys check it out. The homie Miroslav Voya, the whole crew, the Ice Cave guy interviewing Steve Hess. You got to, just for that, you got to check it out. But Steve Hess had a great line where he said something talking about Jokic, and he goes, "And you guys," referring to the fans, he's like, "And you guys have done such a good job of loving him." And I just thought it was such a cool thing to think. And honestly, this is one of the things when people talk about booing Will Barton. And we saw last night, Will Barton gave a big thank you to the city of Memphis or this or that. But Eric, you're going to actually agree with this, because one of the things we talk about is when you have a team, you can want to make trades or you can want to do this or criticize play. That's all fair game. But there is an idea of, like, at the end of the day, these are your guys, and like players want to be at an organization where they feel loved. And I think Jokic has to feel the love of the city of Denver and the fan base, but maybe not all the players on the Nuggets feel that same level. What do you think about that, Dev?
I think that if you just look at it, a player that's coming from like international to receive the love, I think it means even more. Like with Facu Campazzo and Nikola Jokic, they already loved in their country and they feel like they're representing their country as is, and it means so much to them to go back and play in the Olympics or to just prove that, you know, people from anywhere can make it. So for them to be loved by Americans or just anybody from anywhere else, I think that it means a lot more. And the city of Denver has shown Jokic like a love from, you know, not from day one, because it was just like, we don't know. And I think that even means more for him, because it was like people talked about his weight. People talked about like if he was really that good. And you've seen the evolution. He's started from the bottom and actually is an MVP candidate and a loved person in this city, and he's all over the world now. So I think that it means a lot to him to go back to where did it start, and it's everybody in Colorado like showing them that love, or Nuggets Nation. It's not even Colorado, but Nuggets Nation. Everyone that's a part of the organization and a family.
Do you feel like you feel more confident that Jokic is going to stay in Denver for the majority of his career, if not all of it, after hearing the comment?
Absolutely. I just think that we're already, you know, a lot of years in. It's not like he's at the beginning, like, and he's also like, you know, at or close to his peak. So I think that that's even more for him. It's not like he's straddling the fence, or we'll talk about it after the season. I'm focused on the right now that you hear a lot of people that eventually do leave. He let you guys, like, he let everyone know in the middle of a season that they're not where they expect to be, and not winning every single year. Like, it's still like he's a part of the organization, and he's like, we have to do it. We still have work to do. So I think that is just great to hear. You can see it in D-Line's face. It's great to hear.
I love it. I'm like thinking back to like a tweet a few weeks ago where like basically the us from, I think, OKC, the tweet was like, you know, I think Jokic may be ungettable. We should maybe see if we can acquire like, somebody else. I was like, yeah, I think he might be ungettable. It's true. That's possible.
He might be ungettable. All right, we got to move on, guys, to the game that's sweeping America. It's sweeping Serbia. It's sweeping Australia. It's sweeping all of the corners of the internet. There it is, online with D-Line. We don't have the horrible sound. Oh, there it is. We do.
Says you.
That's me. Oh, gosh. There it is. This graphic doesn't get enough love. It's a great graphic.
Listen, just that little bit you just gave me, that's all the love I'll ever need. So, guys, I don't know about you, but I like to spend a lot of my free time online. When I spend my time online, I like to bring the things I find to you to show you what's going on online these days. Let's dive in, shall we? Let's look at the first entry here. So the first entry, we just got out of All-Star Weekend. We didn't really make much about what our beautiful Serbian prince was forced to wear. He earned the honor to dress like this. What is this? What are we looking at? Is this the single worst uniform you've ever seen in your entire life?
It's really bad, man. So it's supposed to be, the funniest part is it was supposed to be in Indianapolis, and this is clearly a tip of the hat to the Indiana Pacers.
Well, it was supposed to be in Indianapolis in the year 2000. It's futuristic.
It's so true. It's really bad.
It's really so bad, dude.
I think that it's wild that the outfit is so bad that you don't even notice that he has on two different shoes.
No, it doesn't even. You can't even make it there. Like, and not only that, like the leggings he's wearing, like it's like a Halloween costume.
He looks pretty slim and strong there.
Oh, he does look slim and strong.
He looks okay. I'm telling you, I have the same affliction where most outfits make you look really bad. So
yeah. Also your face. Anyway, what else, guys? What else is going on online these days? Let's find out. So you'll notice the first two entries are both from my personal Twitter account. I'm using tonight to advertise my own Twitter account. Follow me at DLineCo.
Oh, wow. You're sharing the real low of the Online with D-Line segment.
Yeah, that's right. This is I have made the bold declaration that I believe in my heart that this earned jersey could in fact become the official MPJ jersey, in the same way that I posit the Jamal Murray black skyline is the official Jamal Murray jersey, and the blue Mile High City Circle jersey is the official Jokic jersey. What say you?
So here's the only thing I have against this. They only wear them 8 times. They wear them only this year, and then it's gone. So it is possible. Maybe there's playoffs. They bring them in. I don't know if you can wear the earned jerseys in the playoffs. I hope you can, because I really love these ones.
Yeah.
But there's just not a lot of time tonight. By the way, back in them. So we get a nice night tonight from MPJ. Maybe.
You know what it is? He just looks so good in them.
He really does. What do you think, Dev?
Yeah, I think it's a great. He looks really good in it, and also the fact that you could just remember like times that he has these and Mike moments. Even if it only comes around for 8 times, those are 8 times that we will be able to just talk about it and to love it and to keep bringing it up. And then also he's going to have more times like tonight. We get to see if it's really true or not.
Yeah.
It's the second night of a back-to-back. If he does have a great night, it's like, yep, those are his jerseys.
It could be his jersey. I don't know. I like the idea. I'd like to see it happen.
My favorite comment was the one below, where somebody said the red skyline is the hard
style. I'm glad that A+ comment made it into the show without me having to make it. But I am concerned about that. You know what else I'm concerned with? What else is going on online? Let's find out right now. So we've entered the world, gentlemen, a brave new world of the deep fake. The deep fake. So this is Matt Jamal Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, wow.
This is made now from a single image. People have done it with Rudo. What is your feeling? Do you find this to be as apocalyptic terrifying as I do?
Please stop the music.
Well, I'm going to keep it playing without the music. How's that sound? So you can just gaze on Jamal's super creepy motion.
It's so creepy, man. This is really like the internet's already like a minefield of terrible things and great things, but terrible things right next door. And this just adds another terrible thing and great thing.
Yeah, it's true.
What is happening?
Do you not know about? What is it? Are you confused about Michael Jackson? What should we explain to you, Dev? What do you mean?
Like, I don't understand how this all came about. Like, how somebody put it together. It's creepy. It's weird.
Eric successfully just gave us a copyright claim, and now Kale's Periscope is canceled. So we have no more.
Because of the Thriller music.
Well, that was Michael Jackson. It's kind of a big one.
Well, I don't feel good about what just happened. So why don't we wrap her up and say that's what's going on online these days, guys?
We gotta bring in super producer Kale so everybody can see here real quick. Look at the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson look tonight, by the way, from super producer Kale. I threw you on. I didn't even ask if you wanted to come on.
Here I am. I'm ready. Hi, everyone.
Did you purposely try to become Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with the?
It's cold, so I'm wearing a turtleneck, and I wear a gold chain. So as a joke before the show, I put the gold chain on. Thought I would leave it for the content. So
it looks amazing. Kale really can kick that. All right, the final segment here. It's everybody's favorite. I'm going to throw it to Superstar Dev, Superstar Johnson, and we're going to open up the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make some money. Dev, take the mic.
Let me get us right. Okay, we're going to win this one.
All right.
Let's
to start us out, it looks like the Nuggets. It keeps on going back and forth with the spread of 1 or 1.5. So they think that it's going to be close. What we do know, all of us know, that Nuggets play up on back-to-back games.
We know that.
It's also a national game, so the Nuggets will show out on a national game. You could expect Jamal Murray to be back in those type of games. It's just the type of motivation that he has. So what I will do is actually it changed from Nuggets were underdogs to now they're favorites.
Well, it's because Jokic, the Jokic news. That's what it was.
The Jokic news pushed it. But that's the thing. Vegas didn't think about it. Jokic is not only going to push it by 1 point. That is like at least at least 25 points. So they're already losing on that end. So we need to get a Nuggets money line. Lock it in right now. That's what we're going to do.
Wow, locks it in. All right, Dad.
That is a lock.
All right, let's get some player props going here. Who's in line for a big night tonight? Score.
What player props? They're getting smarter. They see that Will Barton is forced to be up there. He has to be in the lineup. He has to be a part of this offense. They raised his to 13.5. It is plus money, but they're baiting you. It's bait. So you don't take the bait. Don't just stay away from it.
Okay.
What you will lock in is Jamal Murray is going to play better. 20.5.
Man. I like
lock him in. 20.5. He will score.
Oh, he's only at 20.5. Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
He's going off, man.
That done been locked. Let's go.
He's definitely sour about his 3-point night. He's going off.
Well, frankly, so are we. 3 points. We waited 8 days for you to give us 3 points, Jamal.
Okay.
And then also, if you want the actual lock, the second actual lock, it's going to be Luka over points, rebounds, and assists at 44.5. That just seems like easy money. Easy money.
I don't want to take that one. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to take it.
But it is a lock.
Yeah, I bet it's a lock. I mean, really, it's not up for you. You don't have to take them, but he is letting you know how you can get free money.
How do we feel about the Luka lock? At 44, that's a lot. 44.5? That's a
points,
lot.
Rebounds, and assists. If he scores 30 regular points, he's already there. He gets rebounds.
All right, you talked me into it. I might have to hop in on this one now. That does feel like pretty good value.
Last night they had a whole category for player parlays, which was the first time I'd seen it. RK told me that they introduced it over the All-Star game, and I won money off it last night. It was the most beautiful thing I ever saw. It was Jokic to score a double-double and win, and it was plus money. And I took it, I won, and now it's not available. Maybe
they lost too much money on that easy lock right there.
It was the easiest lock of all time. It was fantastic.
Look! I love that somebody is calling you out here. Is it a lock? Is it as a lock as Valanciunas was last
night? They need to stop bringing up old stuff. Don't bring up old stuff. We are living in the right now. This is a 20 unit bet. 20
wow.
units.
Luka,
I can see that was one of our what appears to be abroad listeners. They don't realize here in the States the word lock means something very different. It means a very volatile pick that may or may not hit, but probably won't.
What do you guys think about Michael Porter scoring tonight? Because to me it seems like his confidence continues to go up. But then on the other hand, you're playing him at small forward. He's been at power forward so much lately. You're playing him at small forward. So what do you think you're going to get from Michael Porter tonight, superstar?
I think that putting him at a spot like that, I think Paul Millsap understands, like, I need to stay out of the way. This is not a game that I need to get in and try to mess up any type of continuity that this team has built. So the shots will go to him, Jamal, and Jokic. So I think that this is a game that Michael Porter will get his shots. It's just a matter if they fall or not. So if you're going to go with it, you probably should go with the three-pointers, whatever his three-pointers are at. They usually don't have them on here. They have them at 2.5 plus money.
2.5 3-pointers. You know what? I'm taking that. You're right. That is great because he is doing that. You're right.
He's definitely doing that. And by doing that, it means shooting a bunch of them.
And he's probably going to make some of them. I like it.
Dude, I'm so this Dev is the lock of the game.
2.5 threes.
Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 threes plus 110. Not only is it a lock, it's plus money. Whew, I can't wait.
I'm not feeling. You know what? I wasn't feeling as good about this game as you guys seem to have been, but I gotta hand it to my guy Jake, man. I gotta hand it to my guy Jake. Throw it in.
Set it off on the right foot.
He just set it off right off the start.
He brought the immaculate vibes.
The vibes are immaculate. Let's keep it going for the snowy edition of the DNVR pregame show, which will also be a snowy edition of the postgame show. Hopefully, It's the Winners Lounge. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us as we do this online version of the show today. Of course, we'll be back in studio. Oh, there's the Jokic. Oh, the blessed Jokic. There it is. Thanks for hanging with us, guys, for this unique version of the show. We'll be back again after the show. Can't wait. We'll see you all then.
Yeah, and Adam will welcome you back to his bed. Let's go.